Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve equations. First of all, we have here a question. Solve 4g equals 12. As we know, whenever I see the word solve, this means I will get an answer at the end. I will get a value. It's not like changing the subject or simplify. It's a solving problem, which means I will get a value at the end. 4g equals 12. I'm going to get rid of 4. 4 here is multiplied by g, so I will move it to the other side as division. So I'm going to say in g equals 12 divided by 4, which is 3, and I have to write the correct answer on the dots. So if I have a coefficient for g, a coefficient of my unknown, I'm going to move it to the other side as division and work out the question. The second question here, I have solve x minus 3 equals 8. So I'm going to move minus 3 to the other side as plus 3. So x is equivalent to 11. Question 3, solve x plus 5 equals 7. Plus 5 will move to the other side as minus 5. X equals 7 minus 5, which is 2. Let's proceed. Question 4, x plus 7 equals 4. Plus 7 will be moved there as minus 7. On the calculator, please, you have to do this step because the common mistake here is that you will drop it in x equals 3, which is wrong. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. So please don't forget to write the answer as shown with the proper sign. Question 5, solve x over 4 equals 7. This is exactly equivalent to x divided by 4 equals 7. I'm going to move divide by 4 to the other side as multiplication. So I'm going to drop in x equals 7 multiplied by 4, which is 28, and x is 28. The same question, or actually all of these questions could be solved in other way, which is I could, here, x over 4 equals 7. I could multiply both equations, or both parts of the equation by 4. So I'll be having here x divided by 4 multiplied by 4. This one will cancel this one. And at the end, I have 7 times 4, which is also 28. Question 6, x over 2 equals 10. Exactly the same condition as question 5. I will move the 2 to the other side as multiplication. X equals 20. Here in question 7 and question 8, we have other case, which is I have a coefficient which is more than 1 for the unknown, and I have a term that is added or subtracted to my unknown. First of all, let's agree on the coefficient, or the bond of the coefficient and the variable is very strong. It's more strong than anything added or subtracted beside the variable. So here I'm going to break the bond of 2w at the end. It will be the last step to be broken. I will get rid of the minus 1. I will move it to the other side as plus 1. So I'm going to say 2w equals 13 plus 1, 14. After then, the last thing to be broken is the bond here between the coefficient and the variable. So I will move the 2 to the other side as divide by 2. So w is equal to 7, and this is my answer. Take care, this question is out of 2 marks for the working out. Don't write the final answer without showing the working out. It's very, very important here. So if you move the minus 1 to the other side, you take 1 mark. After then, if you move the 2 as division, you will get the second mark. Question 8, 3y plus 4 is 22. I'm going to move the plus 4 as we said. I will keep the coefficient to the end. So 3y equals 22 minus 4, which is 18. After then, I will move the 3, which is multiplied here by the y as division to the other side. Y equals 6. Same condition here in question 9, but let's discuss what do you think the coefficient of c? I have here c over 2. It's exactly as if I have half c. As we all know, if I multiply by half, it's exactly identical to dividing by 2. If I multiply it by third, it's exactly as I'm dividing by 3. If I multiply it by 1 over 5, exactly as dividing by 5. I can keep it over 2, or I can just split it as half c. Whatever you prefer, you can just do. First of all, it's the same thing that is going to happen. I will move the 3 to the other side as minus 3. C over 2 equals 10 minus 3, which is 7. After then 2 here is in the denominator, يعني C divided by 2. I will move it to the other side as multiplication. So the final answer is going to be C equals 14. Let's proceed. Question 10 and question 11. Minus 3 will go there as plus 3. 10y equals 27. Then the coefficient here will move there as division. So y equals 2.7. And it's really normal to have a decimal value for the unknown. It could be decimal, or it could be a whole value. It could be positive or negative. I can write it as a fraction even at the end. It's all correct. 8w plus 20 equals 4. Plus 20 will move there as negative 20. 8w equals negative 16. After then, I will move the 8 to the other side as division. Negative 16 divided by 8, yani w equals negative 2. And this is my answer here. It turned to be a negative 1, which is also accepted. Another question. 12 minus y equals 5. Here I have to recognize some important thing, which is my unknown is negative. If my unknown is negative, it's preferred to move it to the other side. I'm going to move negative y to the other side in order to change its sign. This is one way of solving, or I can just keep the minus to the end or the negative sign to the end, and then I'm going to invert all the signs. Let's try to work out this question in these two ways. First of all, I will move the negative y to the other side to change its sign. So I will say 12 equals 5 plus y. And then I will move the positive y to the other side. Positive y is here added to the positive 5, I'm sorry, is added to the y. I'll move it to the other side. I'll say 12 minus 5 equals y. So y equals 7. Or I could have solved this question with or by moving the 12 instead of moving the negative y. So I'll say that negative y equals 5 minus 12. 12 here is positive, so it will be turned to the other side as negative 12. Negative y equals negative 7. So at the end, to cancel the y, as if I'm dividing by negative 1, dividing by negative 1, or multiplying by negative 1, it will work also. So I will have here y equals 7, which is exactly the same answer as here. In question 13, also my a is negative. So whatever the way that suits you more, you are going to work it, work the question with. I prefer the second method, which is I will move the negative 4a to the other side to change its sign from the beginning. So I'm going to drop plus 4a here. So 18 equals 2 plus 4a. Move the 2 to the other side. It will change its sign. 18 minus 2 equals 4a. This means I have here 16 equals 4a. This 4, which is the coefficient of a, will move there as division. 16 divided by 4. Yani at the end, a equals 4, and this is the final answer.